that ball guy rep. He's done. I've done meetings with him.
I don't want to be too wide for you to get by. Get by? Where am I going? You're on that side. I'm on the other side. He's got to get by me. So. That's the challenge. I'm by.
I'm surprised he's here.
Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome. Bill, he lives. How are you doing?
I'm good, by golly.
There you go. I'm sure the blood pressure's a little better than to deal with 7th and 8th grade boys, huh?
Yeah.
If you could definitely get the points and the rebounds.
How you doing, buddy? Good, how are you?
We'll work on the turnovers.
I can do those too.
Okay. I don't want to
Watching you guys.
get you too frazzled.
I can handle it. COVID protocol.
Yeah, Heather had tested that day, so we decided just to be safe to stay home.
John looked lonely on the bench.
All 3 games. I told him, I said I felt so bad sitting there watching, because I watched all 3 games between you guys, and then they had a deal for the other gym, and then our high school deal did the JV game. So the parents didn't have to pay for it. I said I felt so bad. Had to coach all 3 by himself.
And then I saw Weatherman was sitting on the bench with them.
Yeah. That's what he was scrambling, just to find somebody to kind of keep track of fouls.
Well, that's
timeouts.
Yeah. You remember that last year?
That's what he goes, who do I ask? I go, well, see if Luke Hostler wants to get called up to the big league. His family was in the home, so he could.
I went back and looked like we were leading at it.
Why? Because Jay had told me that day that Josh was going to be gone, and so I highly expected that.
I don't know if they're playing any better on their juniors and seniors or not. I put down the juniors and seniors I could find.
They're all out on the floor. So they called, and she got in that day. So we were like,
But she didn't have it?
No. We got a rapid back negative that day. And that's what we kind of decided at that point. Even if that was negative, we were going to wait for the other one. Yeah. He was lonely all day.
Hi, sir. How are you?
My son and brother love listening to your
yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Is that a parent on there? Like, it is a true Minneapolis love.
Yes.
Well, I like how Dale was like, yeah, we wouldn't expect anything else, Scott.
That might have been a foul.
You gotta be kidding me. So then you realize I did not do hardly any games last year. There's a reason why I didn't do very many games last year, because I couldn't do it. And I'm proud of Lyle, because Lyle's over there biting his tongue. And I said, you better not, because last year I was just, I couldn't keep my mouth shut last year. So
They truly enjoyed it. My wife laughed too. She went back and forth to the side.
yeah, I am definitely.
You saying we weren't professional?
You were. Somebody else was.
Oh.
How's it going, Coach? Thank you.
All right, we're going live.
So, you're saying Jeremy's not professional?
They're very professional.
I know they are.
They say it radio style. You say it parent style. It's great.
All right, welcome Minneapolis junior, senior high school fans to MJSHS Gym here on January 12th, 2021, as the Lions are back at home here in this new year. Dale Leach, Scott Osherman, and Dale Henderson to bring you these contests tonight, the Lady Lions and the guys hosting the Valley Heights Mustangs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Out of Blue Rapids. This will be their second trip to the gym here in Minneapolis on a series that started up 3 years ago. The Lady Mustangs have opened their season at 4-0. They have been on a tear, taking no prisoners. They beat Riley County, Class 3A Riley County and Marysville on the road, and then at home took care of Republic County by over 20 points, and then last Friday Troy, Nebraska by a large margin. They are a plus 21.2 average score over their opponents through their first 4 games. The Minneapolis girls are 2-5, and we are a minus 2.0 on the scoring average. Valley Heights is averaging 52 points. Minneapolis is averaging 35. We're giving up 37, and they're giving up 30.8. This is the third game in the series. Valley Heights leads at 2-0. At Minneapolis, they lead 1-0. Last season at Blue Rapids, they won by 14, 47-33.
If I remember right, though, that first half was a close ball game, if I remember right. And then their girls just came out on fire, if I remember right. That's going back a whole year, and I'm not sure what happened yesterday.
I'll take your word for it. I don't remember. But, they're a pretty good team. We didn't know what to expect out of them when they came here 2 years ago, and they showed us pretty good, and then last year they beat us again. So it'll be a big task for our Lady Lions tonight.
Only one senior on that squad too, so they've got quite a few juniors, but that'll be interesting if they're that talented to have one senior. Granted, she's 5'10". But they've got some height. They have 5'10", 5'11", a couple big girls in there. So be interesting.
Well, Dale, we didn't necessarily bring you up here to be play-by-play or lead color, but feel free to say anything you want at any time while you're keeping score.
Okay, I'll be glad to do that.
Thank you.
The only comment I was going to make is just knowing the part of the state they come from, there's an awful lot of athletic stock in that area.
Is there?
Through the years when you think of the Centralias and the Nemaha Centrals, it just seems to be an area of Hanover. It's an area of just a lot of really good athletes. So I'm sure these young ladies probably have some pretty good genetic background.
Well,
they've shown that so far.
And the other thing that I will say that I seem to think from those smaller schools is their work ethic, because a lot of them come from farm families. They come from a small town. Their work ethic also, they put, I don't know if that's true or not, but they seem to put maybe a little bit more effort into it. I don't know. It just seems to be a lot of the case. So
I just know that whole area of the state right now is pretty much an athletic hotbed. A lot of really good athletes up there.
Valley Heights. Kat Turber starts at guard, a 5'6" junior.
So we will have the starting lineups here in a minute. Minneapolis in their home white, and Valley Heights in their black and purple. Black with the purple on the side. So we will get the starting lineups in just a second as we will go through the game here. As I said earlier, one senior for Valley Heights, and she is one of the starters. But we'll go through that list, and it will create a little bit of a matchup. I'm assuming for Courtney Forte. Courtney's had some strengths, but it'll be interesting to see how that works tonight against the team that matches up size-wise. Starting lineups for both squads. For Valley Heights, number 1, Kat Turber, a junior. Number 14, a junior, Maddie Vermetten. Number 21, Emma Torber, 5'10" senior. Number 33, Abigail Steinfort, a junior. And number 42, a 5'11" junior, Emma Youngerber. For the Minneapolis Lady Lions, 5'8" sophomore, Elena Kozark. Also from Minneapolis, number 11, a 5'6" junior, Cameron Cleveland. Number 14, a 5'6" senior, Peyton Smith. Number 21, a 5'9" senior, Courtney Forte. And number 33, a 5'7" freshman, Maggie Shoup. So they start 4 juniors and a senior. Of course, we're kind of all over the place on our starters. But
Courtney Forte is averaging almost a double-double. She's averaging 8.9 points a game and 12.3 rebounds.
Minneapolis
as she continues her assault on the records for rebounds here at Minneapolis High School.
Last week was a little bit of a struggle at Southeast.
Yeah, she had a little less than normal. It was.
I want you to say, I just want to say I told you so, because I heard Jeremy over on the other side reminding us and saying that last year it wasn't just a half. We led at the end of third quarter and then lost in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
So my memory proves me right. I want you to, I'm pretty impressed. I got half of it right. You know?
You're very impressive, Scott.
I just wanted to hear you say that, Dale. I appreciate that. So we get ready to go here. The Mustangs will start the ball as they will get it into Torber's hand. Torber at the top of the key. As she crosses over, gets to the left-hand side, hands the ball over to Vermetten. Vermetten, swing pass over to Stein, and then in the paint goes to Youngberger as she gets the easy bucket inside the paint. They pick up a full-court press. Do the Mustangs. Shoup crosses the timeline, get it across over to Smith. Smith with the down low to Smith. Back out to Cleveland. Cleveland back to Smith. Smith to Shoup out of her hands, and that will be a turnover back to the Mustangs. Mustangs will bring it down ahead 2-0 here, 7:18 as Torber brings the ball down, gets it over on the left-hand side to Steinfurt. Steinfurt, so they will work the ball around. Good hands there by Smith, can't quite get it. They drive the paint, drop it down low. In the paint, up, no good, but she tries to get the rebound off of Minneapolis. It'll stay with the Mustangs. Quickly gets it into Torber to set it up. They look at the low post, have nothing. They drive the baseline, and it's stolen away by Shoup. Shoup gets it over to Cleveland, and it's steal the other direction. Nice job by Cleveland, but it's taken back. And they'll go in the paint, kicks it back out. Torber for 3, up, and it's good. So 5-0 here as their defense creates offense as they get the bucket on the right-hand side. 6:52, full court press still on by the Mustangs. Across the timeline, gets it to Cleveland. Cleveland will drive down, gets it to Smith in the paint, up, no good. And saves it, but saves it in the hands of... that's going to be a foul on Minneapolis. So, yeah, Shoup got in there, and they're both going for the ball, but they're calling on Shoup. Torber with the basketball for the Mustangs. She crosses that timeline, picked up by Shoup. Smith with the near steal. They go baseline, drive it all the way. Nobody comes in to help as they quickly get the easy bucket by Vermetten. And they've got the 7-0 lead, so no backside help as they drive the baseline and get the easy score.
With that, we'll take a break and hear a word from our sponsors.
Welcome back to Minneapolis. Dale Henderson, Dale Leach, myself, Scott Oshman, as Minneapolis Lady Lions trail 7-0 here, 6:24, as the Mustangs have come out quick and on fire to take the early lead. They get the ball into Cleveland. Cleveland will
Try to bring it down to set it up. She gets it across. That does not. Gets it back to Cleveland. Cleveland does cross the timeline. Gets it across to Smith. Smith looks at a three. She drives in. Oh. Back to Forte. Back to Shoup. Shoup looks at a three. Just loses it off her hands, and this can be a tie. Nice job by Peyton Smith. Back to Cleveland for three. Can't get it. And Valley Heights comes out with it. Ball goes back to the left-hand side as they will set this back up for Valley Heights. Steinfort with the basketball. Gets it back to Torber. Torber looks down low. Back out. Three-point shot up, and it's banks it in. Thank goodness. As Torber drops it in. It must be... and Cleveland's going to lose it. Kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with Minneapolis, but 10-0 here as Banks a three-point in, Dale. How do you like that?
They all count like that, whether they're swish or bank.
Smith gets it into Cleveland. Cleveland, a little bit of a matchup height-wise struggle there. They get it across. Cozart on the ball, and it goes around her. Gets it back to Cleveland. Cleveland will take the three. Can't get it to fall. Good hustle there by Forte, and Forte is going to get fouled. Nice job by Forte to go up and get that rebound. She's going to have to battle like that all night, Dale.
Yes, she will. She's got plenty of competition down there.
They do create a height problem. Peyton Smith, the inbounds from Minneapolis.
Might have to take an ice bath after the game.
They get it into Forte. Another foul. And this can be two on her. She gets two back-to-back. And that'll be her second. That will set her on the pine as they will check in number 10. Another Maggie Torber. Wow.
That's the thing you find up there is these families that all are pretty good.
And we're going to turn the ball over. And you just wonder if they are sisters, if they're cousins, if they're... Anyway, not sure.
Probably a combo.
Yeah. That is Kat Torber with the basketball. Gets it over to Maggie Torber. Maggie kicks it back out. Nearly loses it. Gets it back to the top. And they're going to get 3 seconds in the lane. Turnover by Valley Heights. First one of the night.
Second one.
Second one? Okay.
And the turnover by the Mustangs.
Ball goes into Cleveland. Cleveland will try to set this up. Gets it back to Smith across the timeline. Peyton drives. She picks up her dribble. She looks across, gets it down low. And we're going to turn the ball over in the paint. Back to Torber and Kat Torber for Valley Heights. Gets back to Maggie Torber. Torber back to, nice hustle. Peyton Smith's come close a couple times, getting a hand in there, and just can't quite get it as they hand it off to Emma Torber. Emma with the basketball, then stolen away by Forte. Back to Minneapolis it goes. Minneapolis looking for the first score of the night. 4:05, 10-0, Valley Heights. Smith with the basketball, looks at a cutter, has nothing, goes back to top the key into Cleveland's hand. Cleveland, back it goes to Cozart. Cozart is open, pulls it back down, and she walks with it. Elena's got a nice little shot from the outside. Just a little timid so far tonight, and I don't know if it's the height or the size, but hasn't been willing to pull that trigger on the outside. Kat Torber with the ball for Valley Heights, gets it over to Emma Torber. Emma Torber on the right-hand side. She looks, goes back to Maggie Torber, and stolen away. Good hustle. Good hustle.
Momentum carried her out of bounds.
Nice job by Forte, but you're right, took her right out of bounds. 3:33 as they will get in another freshman, Delana Merck for Valley Heights. They get into Kat Torber. Kat will drive. Back it goes in the paint. Shot is up and good by Emma Torber. And Cleveland with the basketball, crosses over, goes through a couple different defenders. And she's coming close to carrying that, Dale. She's going to have to watch that. Ball goes back to Forte. Forte back, it goes to Lang. Lang here on the right-hand side. Looks for a cutter. Has nothing, goes back to Shoup. Shoup nearly loses it. Has it tipped out of her hands. Back to Lang. Good defense by Valley Heights. Shoup with the ball at the top of the key. And she's going to lose it. Lang tries to stay with it. And they will retain it back the other direction. 12-0, 2:38 here in the quarter. Torber with the basketball as they will work it around. Down low it goes, kicks it back out to Emma Torber, back into Vermitten. Back to Kat Torber. As they work this ball right to left to right. Gets it down low and nearly has a tie-up. We do get a tie-up. First I thought we were going to get a steal, but bounced off her leg back in their hands and they tie it up.
Possession arrow to the Lady Lions.
Checking in for the first time. Maddie Kruger checks in for the Lady Lions. Tipped out of bounds off of Valley Heights, and it'll go back to Minneapolis. 2:08 here in the first, 12-0. Mustangs with the lead. They get it into Cleveland. And they're going to call Cleveland with the forearm. So, a lot of contact coming into that. There wasn't really much separation. There was an arm that went out, but I felt like there's a little bit of contact prior to that, but that's the Minneapolis side of me. So, ball goes into the top of the key in the lane. Oh, that should be a walk.
Nice block by Cleveland to get some retribution there.
And that is a turnover.
Away from the ball, rather with the basketball.
2:01. Minneapolis still looking for their first score.
Another turnover.
Kozart with the basketball. Nice job with the dribble. And we're going to dribble it out of bounds. They double teamed over there and gives it right back to Valley Heights. Nice pass down the paint to Torber, up and good. So Kat Torber gets it to Emma Torber and she scores. Gets it to Shoup. Shoup brings it across the timeline to Lang. Lang takes the shot, no good, and rebounded by Valley Heights. Valley Heights gets a nice runner up the court and turned over back to Minneapolis. Cleveland with the basketball. They're running up and down the floor tight. Cleveland gets it across, gets it to Shoup. Shoup looks down low, and there is a foul down low. It will be on the floor.
The shot as she got Emma Turber up in the air. Turber picks up her first personal.
First foul. Minneapolis will get a couple players in as Forte and Smith come back in.
In the act of shooting, so no free throws.
As Lang and Kruger go out.
Peyton Smith and Courtney Forte return to the Minneapolis lineup.
As Smith gets it into Forte. And we turn the ball over. So also checking in is Taya Smith for Valley Heights. Shot in the paint by Vermitten. Off the mark, gets her own rebound. Kat Torber for three. And rebounded by Smith. Back to Cleveland. Cleveland. There. No. That's the second time they've called that, and that is not the right call. As they get a forearm on that, and she had so much body on her going into that, as they do get the second personal on Minneapolis, and that's the second one on Cameron Cleveland. Yes, I am a homer. The ball goes down low, stolen away by Peyton Smith. Peyton back to Cleveland. Cleveland gets it back to Smith. Smith with the basketball. 23 seconds left. Gets it down to Forte. Forte gets it to Kozart for three. And we missed the three. They will have a chance to push it down. 14-0 here. Out to 10 seconds left. Kat Torber for three. Off the mark. Rebounded by Minneapolis. Look up, look up. They do get it up there. And the shot goes off. Can't get it as they try to get the bucket to go. It would have counted. Minneapolis trails 14-0 at the end of one. We'll take a quick break and let everyone catch their breath. And we'll hear a word from our sponsors. 14-0, Valley Heights the lead. Welcome back to Minneapolis High School as Minneapolis Lady Lions trail 14-0. And, well, Dale, you haven't said much, buddy. I've kind of taken all the lead here.
Sitting back in awe of this Lady Mustang defense. Yes, their defense, I think, has been, just pretty stifling. We've really had very few open looks and very little ability to penetrate. I'm also very impressed with their ball movement. The ball moves, and they're finding people in good positions to score.
Yeah, they really are. Valley Heights with the basketball. Kat Torber goes into Vermitten, and she banks it off the glass and good. 16-0, 7:29. Peyton Smith with the basketball. Crosses the timeline. She will drive in and gets it stolen away, but into the hands of Minneapolis. Forte tips it out to Kozart. She can't get it, and that's going to be off of Valley Heights. It'll stay with Minneapolis. Yeah, Dale, their defense has been, they're quick.
Yeah, very quick. Very quick, and their positioning is excellent.
Cleveland for three, up and good. So Minneapolis hits a bucket there in the second quarter to get their first points of the night, 16-3. All goes here on the outside to Steinfort. Steinfort back to Torber. Torber gets it down low, kicks it back from the outside. As they work it around, Steinfort with the basketball. Back to Torber. Torber on the right-hand side into Vermitten. Vermitten looks down low, stolen away by Shoup. And she has bodies all over her. 3-on-2, she breaks the press. We've got numbers. Kicks it down. Nope, she takes it herself. Can't get it, and goes back into the hands of Torber. Had numbers on that. 4-on-1. I won't go that far. 3-on-1. Goes back on the outside. Another steal, this time in the hands, back to Shoup. Cleveland with the basketball. Cleveland crosses the timeline, gets it down to Smith. Smith in, shot, and good. Peyton Smith with her first bucket of the night. 16-5. Minneapolis on a little 5-0 run.
The right hand. As it's 16-5, Minneapolis on.
If there's been any weakness for the Lady Mustang so far, it's been turnovers. They've got, by my count, 9. Well, I have them for 7, Dale. That was a comment I was going to make a little bit ago, is we've had a ton of turnovers, but they're trying their hardest to keep pace with us.
Yep. Torber with the basketball for the Mustangs. Minneapolis in a 2-3. Back he goes, kicking on the outside into the hands of Vermitten. Vermitten back to, I'll get you a name here in a minute. Vermitten with the basketball. They look down low, has it back out to Torber. Torber back on the outside to I'm going to say her sister, they go into the low paint to Unberger, and they kick it out. Another turnover as they go inside to out, and the low post tries to kick it out to the left-hand side and just sails over her head back to Minneapolis. And they back off the full court press. Settle into a half court. They'll try to trap her up here at the top. And they get it down to shoot into Smith, and good. Nice job by Minneapolis to break that. Back in 16-7, 7-0 run by the Lady Lions. Torber with the basketball. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Forte. Forte back to Cleveland. Cleveland with the basketball. Gets it up to shoot. Nope, goes to Cozart. Cozart nearly loses it. Pulls it back down. Back to Cleveland. Cleveland with the basketball. And it is stolen away up to Torber. She's going to take it uncontested, and she misses it. Gets the rebound, and she can't get it. She puts it back up. This time she's fouled. 3 opportunities, and they finally get it in, and we're going to pick up a foul. We'll see who it's on.
By Valley Heights, but Minneapolis.
Foul's called on Minneapolis Courtney Forte.
Bailed the Mustangs out as
So timeout's going to be called. I didn't see by who.
50 to play in the seconds. Valley Heights 16.
30-second timeout for the 30-second timeout. So we'll take a real quick one with them. You're listening to Minneapolis High School Basketball on CityLinkTV.com. So Lions, Valley Heights will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Kat Torber at the line to shoot 2 here.
16-7 the lead for Valley Heights over
4th team foul by the Lions. First free throw is up and nothing but net.
Shooting a free throw with Kat Turber.
Stops the 7-0 run by the Lady Lions. Second free throw coming, 17-7. Second shot is up and good. She makes them both. 18-7. Valley Heights with the lead. Cleveland, a nice job by Minneapolis. Gets it back to Peyton Smith. Too hard on the shot. Back it goes to Valley Heights. Oh, nice move. Way to hold that pivot foot by Valley Heights on that. They look at the low post and they mark it around the top of the key. They get it into Torber. Torber in the paint. No good. Rebounded by Shoop. Shoop with the basketball. And she will cross going the other direction. Into Forte. Forte in the paint. And she's going to be fouled. And Torber thought she had a block on it, but nice job by Forte to take it right at her.
Well, she did have a block on it. She just had a little piece of arm along with it.
So I'm pronouncing it Torber, and I don't know how you pronounce it for sure. Jeremy's telling you it's Tuber. Shot is up and off the mark by Forte. Valley Heights gets a couple new players in. Taya Smith checks in, as it looks like also Maggie Turber.
Maddie Lang's in for the Lions.
One of 3 Turbers on this Valley Heights lineup. You gotta love small.
Nope. Shot is off the mark, no good. Rebound. It goes back to Valley Heights. Turber with the basketball. Nice spin move to the top. They work it around. Gets it to the right-hand side. Back it goes over to Smith, and they work it in to out. They go in the paint, no good. Rebounded off the hands of Shoop. It will be Valley Heights basketball. So they will get it in. Quick move in the paint, no good. Rebounded by Forte. Back to Minneapolis it goes. Forte with the basketball. Kicks it back out to Smith. Smith down low to Lang. Lang, And good hustle by Minneapolis on there. They tip it. Bounces off the official and then bounces back into play. It will stay with Minneapolis on after the tie-up. Kozart with the basketball. Gets it back to Shoop. Shoop had Lang open for a split second. Pull it back out. Back to Smith. Smith into a cutter. Lang up and good. Nice job. That worked out well. High post with a cutter coming down low as Maddie Lang drives in on the left-hand side and gets it in off the glass. 18-9. Torber with the basketball. They work around. Back to the top of the key. Here on the left-hand side. Back in the hands of Smith. They work in the low post. Up and good. As Vermitten, 5'9" junior, puts it in and she'll get fouled. And that's going to be second foul, I believe, on Courtney Forte. Free throws off the mark. Rebounded by Lang. And
free throws airballed, and for some reason the officials.
He's saying it. Officials saying it went off the backboard, but should have been. So anyway.
They're giving it to Valley Heights.
So off the mark, rebounded by Kozart. Kozart's got to work behind her.
After the missed shot by Vermitten.
And she will cross the timeline. Nice job by Kozart. Kozart back it goes over to Smith. Smith will drive. Nice job by Smith, and she'll get a foul going in. Nice job. One thing, I've been impressed with Kozart with, and it's going to even get stronger as she gets older. She's a sophomore, but her ball handling is pretty good, Dale.
Yeah, and she's really displaying this behind-the-back dribble all of a sudden tonight.
She's been doing it for a few weeks, but she's got it. So Peyton Smith, free throw is up and good. 20-10, 2:33 left to go in the second quarter. Minneapolis trails by 10. Second one is up and off the mark and rebounded by Valley Heights. Valley Heights gets it across into the hands of Merck. Merck back to Torber. Torber with the ball, gets it into the high post, gets it back. 3-point shot by Torber. 3 is up, no good, and rebounded by Forte. Forte back to Shoop. Shoop will bring it down, crosses the timeline, gets it back to Kozart. Kozart here on the right-hand side. Yes, good job by Kozart. Even the guys were impressed over here on that, Dale. That's what you call leaving them in their place. Well, you could call it other things, but nice job by Kozart. Peyton Smith gets it into Shoop. Shoop will set it up with 1:58 left to go. Back to Forte, back to Lang. Lang on the left-hand side to Kozart at the top of the key. Kozart back to Forte. Forte looks at it, goes nothing, goes into Lang. Shot is up, no good. And Smith gets the steal, and she'll put it up and gets it. Nice job, Peyton Smith, with a great steal and a great putback. 20-12. Peyton Smith fighting hard tonight. Valley Heights with the basketball. Torber here on the left-hand side. She'll drive. Goes all the way in. Takes the shot up and no good. And rebounded by Kozart. Kozart will bring it back the other direction. Kozart back to Shoop. Shoop back to Smith here on the side. Smith will drive. And looks at Kozart, but nice job by Vermitten to step in that passing lane and get the steal. 57 seconds, back it goes to Torber. Back, Torber back it goes, left-hand side, nice drive, up, no good, rebounded by Forte. Forte with some big hands right there. Forte does a nice job of getting her hands in there. Kozart drives up, no good, but Maddie Lang with the rebound. She puts it up, can't get it. And it will be taken away by Valley Heights. 30 seconds, 20-12 here in the second quarter. Torber here on the left-hand side. So they will try to set it up here for a last second shot. She looks to the coach, gets the play, gets it back over here on the outside to Torber 10 seconds. Back to Torber.
Swing pass back to top of the key. Don't let her have that three, and she's going to get the three. Doesn't get it, rebounded by Shoup, and she won't get it off. Nice job by the Lady Lions to outscore them there in the second quarter. As the halftime score is 20-12.
That's going 12-6.
Nice job by the Lady Lions to get back somewhat into this, down by 8 going into halftime.
Yeah, when we were down 14-0 after one quarter, that's quite a difference. Quite the difference.
So we'll take a break and hear a word from our sponsors. You're listening to CityLinkTV.com as well as Tate Delayed on Eagle Channel 20. Is that right?
Yep.
So we'll be right back.
Welcome back, Minneapolis Junior Senior High School fans, to the gym here at halftime. The Lady Lions trailing 20-12 to the Lady Mustangs of Valley Heights. We did outscore them. We were down 14-0 after one quarter and made a comeback bid here in the second quarter, outscoring the Mustangs 12-6. So we got things righted a little bit there.
Yeah, the big thing I see, Dale, as I look through the stats that I've got over here, the big thing is we cut down on our turnovers. I had us for 9 in that first quarter, 12 at halftime. So that's a very significant reduction there. And at the same time, we also, I guess their shooting probably cooled off a little bit because we also had a very substantial number of rebounds in that second quarter. I had us for 10 in the second quarter. We only had 2 at the end of the first quarter. But like I said, a lot of that is, I think the hustle on our part, but at the same time, their shooting cooled off quite a bit. They missed quite a few good opportunities there in that quarter, and like I said, we were there to take advantage of it, especially Courtney Forte. I have her for 6 rebounds here at halftime.
Unofficially, I had each squad for 13 rebounds. Each of them with 10 defensive rebounds, which that's kind of interesting. And turnovers, I had them with 12 apiece. I think we're pretty close there.
We're awfully close. I've got us for 12 and them for 11. So you and I are seeing most everything right. I'm probably a little rustier than you are. It's been a while since I've tried to keep all this in track, but the rust is starting to go off a little bit.
So it's definitely quite an improvement in the Lady Lions play in the second quarter. They didn't draw any score at all in the game until around 7:08 to go in the second stanza, and then went on a 7-0 run, which was a nice way to get things jump-started after having gone over throughout the first 8 minutes, first almost 9 minutes of the game. It's good to see the Lady Lions getting some composure and trying to crawl back into this game.
Yeah, I thought they did a much better job of handling the pressure there as the game progressed. And like I said, I thought Valley Heights missed some good opportunities, but I thought our defense also picked up a little bit. And probably made them shoot the ball maybe a little bit quicker than they wanted on some of those attempts, and really got ourselves back, kind of realistically back in the ball game.
Who's our leading scorers, Dale?
Leading scorers at halftime, I had Peyton Smith for 7, Cameron Cleveland with 3, and Maddie Lang with 2. And then for Valley Heights, if I can keep track of all the Torbers here, at halftime, Emma Torber has 7, Verbitten has 6, Kat Torber has 5, and Youngberg has 2 for them at halftime.
I was when you were talking about the play, and then you mentioned it with the points, and Peyton Smith, I felt like her defense was very intense, especially there in the second quarter. That paid off on a couple opportunities. I thought that she did a nice job. And Maddie Lang stepped in and had some nice minutes as well. Cameron Cleveland set most of the second quarter with 2 fouls. So Minneapolis trails at the half, 20-12 against the Valley Heights Mustangs, as we're about 3 minutes away from the start of the second half.
We really appreciate Dale Henderson stepping up and substituting for Lyle Davidson here this afternoon. Lyle continues to fight the illness bug a little bit, I think. I literally pulled Dale Henderson off the golf course to do this. He was out there punishing some of those little white balls in this beautiful 60-degree weather this afternoon.
Have to get that in every chance you can.
He made the mistake of answering his phone.
I'm actually texting my son to see if he knows anything about these Torbers, since he kind of tends to work up in that area.
Okay. Cool. This upcoming week, originally we had rescheduled both the girls and the boys versus Republic County for this Saturday. That game was originally going to be on January 5th, but with the cash action of not letting the kids come back to practice until, I believe it was the 7th, that this break, and that game had to be rescheduled. And now it's just going to be the girls because COVID-19 protocol issues are derailing their boys for a little while. So the Republic County boys will not be coming to Minneapolis this Saturday. But the girls will play the varsity at 2 o'clock. And the JV will follow that, and we'll carry both those games here on CityLinkTV.com, Minneapolis. And then this Friday, we go to Beloit.
Beloit's had some issue up there. They've missed quite a few games with COVID-related items up in Beloit. I think they'd only played 4 games.
Yes, the girls have played 2 games. The boys have played 3.
3, okay. So
the girls are 0-2 and the boys are 0-3. So that's a little bit different for Beloit squads.
Yeah. Well, we got a band in the house tonight, so Minneapolis pep bands were there, socially distanced. How do they play those instruments with no mouth going on?
Oh wait, they don't have one on. Just have to be 6 feet apart.
So Minneapolis Lady Lions trail as we get started ready for the start of the second half, 20-12. As the Lady Lions are going to come out with the same intensity, Dale, that they had in the second quarter to get back into this.
Yeah, very much so. If they do not come out and they let Valley Heights get that lead back up like they had earlier, it'll be a really tough go for us. But as I think a lot of people know, the first 3 minutes of this second half is a really important part of the ball game to get yourself back out and get things reestablished again.
So Minneapolis will have it start the second half as same starting lineups out there looks like for both squads. Peyton Smith to inbounds. Gets it into Cleveland. Cleveland with the basketball. She gets it across back to Forte. Forte back to Shoop. Shoop on the right-hand side. Kozart here on the left. And she'll drive. Gets it back to Forte, back to Shoop. Shoop back to Smith. Smith looks for a cutter. Nice job of dropping. Smith drives in. She's going to get fouled. Nice job by, I think that's going to be 3 on Torber if that's the case. Let's see. I'm not sure. Yeah, third personal foul on that is on Emma Torber. Peyton shot is up off the side of the rim. No good.
Both Minneapolis teams, not just the girls team, but they have a propensity of leaving points on the floor.
Second free throw coming.
We have no girl that's shooting over. Well, we have one girl that's shooting over 50%. So anything we get at the free throw line is gravy.
And Peyton makes that one to make it a 20-13 ball game. Torber with the basketball, gets it over to Youngberg, and stolen away by Kozart. Good job by Kozart. Gets it back to Forte, back to Cleveland. Minneapolis back the other direction, gets it back to Shoop. Shoop, back it goes to Forte. Forte at the top, back to Kozart. Kozart looks for a cutter, has nothing, pulls it back, gets it to Cleveland at the top of the keys. They work it around. They top. Motion to come across, has nothing, back to Cleveland. Cleveland, as they work the ball, try to get it down low, nothing, and nearly taken away. Back it goes to Cleveland for 3, up, and it's no good. Youngberger with the rebound and gets it. Oh, good pass to Vermitten, and they get their first points of the second half. That was a good hustle by Youngberger there. Youngberg, sorry. She did a nice job with a great pass down here, but then great defensive play right there.
The other thing I noticed right now, Scott, is in that second quarter they went to that half court, more or less trapping zone, and our girls handled pretty well. They're back to their man-to-man here at the start of the second half, and at this time we are struggling to even really get a look.
Forte with the basketball, goes down low and out of bounds, back to Valley Heights. Valley Heights will bring it down to set this up. Ball goes back to Vermitten. Vermitten, back it goes to Torber. Torber, they work it around in the hands of Steinfort. Steinfort picks up a dribble, gets back to the top of the key. Youngberger in the lane, shot is up, no good, and that's going to be off of Valley Heights, yep. We got lucky there, Dale.
Yes, we did.
Missed the defensive rebound, and they fortunately let it go off their hands. Cleveland, back to Shoop. Shoop has numbers. And that's going to be tipped off of bounds. A couple players go down, and they're going to call it off of Minneapolis. Wow. I really kind of thought that was off of Valley Heights, but apparently we had a hand on it somewhere. 22-13, 5:33 in the third quarter. Valley Heights with the lead. Torber with the basketball. Gets it back in the hands over the right-hand side to Vermitten. Vermitten back. Youngberger back to Steinfort. Steinfort picks up her dribble back to Torber. She gets it over here on the right-hand side to Merck. So they work the ball around. Good ball movement. She kicks to the outside for an open three. Off the mark. Gets her own rebound in the paint. Drops it down low, and they throw it out of bounds as they try. Had a person in the low block, but she thought that they're gonna take that shot, and they passed it down to her. You see that, unfortunately, a lot of times in basketball where they're not always paying attention. Good hustle there. Gets it across, and we're going to call a timeout. So timeout called by Coach Weatherman to save that one, 22-13. Full timeout. We will take one with the Minneapolis Trails in the third quarter, 4:52, down by 7.
We'll hear who our community sponsors are of these broadcasts.
Valley Heights 22, Minneapolis 13, and Mustang League, they just haven't been able to do it.
Welcome back to Minneapolis High School as Minneapolis Lady Lions trail by a score 22-13. On the floor for the Lions is Smith, Cleveland, Lang, Cozart, and Forte. Minneapolis gets it in. They will try to get it across here, gets it to Forte across the timeline.
22-13.
Back to Cleveland. Cleveland will set it up. High screen set by Lang. Back to Smith. Smith will drive. Gets it back to Forte. Forte back to Cleveland. Cleveland. And short shot off the mark and rebounded by Valley Heights. Another quick pass down to Vermitten. And no good, rebounded by Cleveland. Cleveland has Smith up high. Smith has numbers. She pulls it back down, though. Goes back to Cleveland. High screen set. Gets it back, and that's going to be stolen away by Torber. Back goes the other direction. 22-13, Valley Heights with the ball and the lead. Torber on the left-hand side to get it down. Stolen away by Cleveland. Nice job. Oh, gosh, she has got to watch that.
Yeah, she's been tagged for throwing that arm out there twice already. She probably could have had it there.
Yeah, she probably could have. Luckily, the official that has called it twice on her had it. His back was turned to her. She had her back, so she was watching her back. So she saw the foul coming in the other direction, or he did. So.
I just observed in the last possession down underneath the bucket, she probably also got away with one down there. So,
yeah, Kozar with the basketball drives all the way in, and she's going to get fouled. So, fouls called on number 42, Emma Youngberger. Youngberg. These people sitting in front of us are probably thinking, wow, these guys are terrible. Nice shot by Kozar. She puts the first free throw in.
Elena is our leading free throw percentage shooter at 55.6%.
22-14, Lady Lions back to within 8. Second one is up and off the mark. Rebound by Lang, can't get it. And nice job by Maddie Lang. Gets the rebound but just can't put it in. Back it goes to Valley Heights. Torberg back to Torberg as they set this up. Torber, sorry. As they work it left to right. Right to left, sorry. Back it goes. So they work it here on the right-hand side. Torber with the basketball. And they will work around. They look down low. That's going to be good job by Kozart. Nice hustle by Kozart. Back to Minneapolis with the steal. Nice job by Lena Kozart. Back to Cleveland. Cleveland back to Shoop. Shoop. Tried to go down low to Lang and off the hands, out of bounds. Ball moves around. Turber back to Turber. They work it back to top of the key. Work the right-hand side. Turber for three, but Maggie Turber gets the rebound and puts it back in. So didn't quite get it sealed off, and they get the easy rebound and the putback. Back it goes to shoot. 24-14. Back to a 10-point lead. Deep three and off the mark. Good job by Forte, and they save it in the hands, though, of Valley Heights, and that's going to be a turnover.
Double dribble was called. Fifth turnover of the quarter for the Lady Mustangs.
Minneapolis will inbounds. Peyton Smith gets it in and tipped out of bounds off Turber. It'll stay with Minneapolis. 2:18 left to go here in the third quarter. Peyton Smith gets it in high, gets it down to Kozart. Can't get it to fall. Good hustle, and that's going to be a tie-up. Nice job. Wow, that was a great high loop and a great pass down, but Kozart just couldn't quite get us a good pass by Forte. Has Forte scored yet tonight, Dale?
No, she has not.
So, ball works it around and back in the hands of Turber. Turber, three-point shot is up and no good. That should be over the back on Vermitten. Be back to Minneapolis.
Is that 4 on her?
No, I don't think so.
Two.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're tthinking of Emma Turber, and she's still on the bench with 3. So. 1:55 in the third. Peyton Smith with the basketball. Gets it back to Cleveland. Cleveland gets it back to Kozart, and a steal right there. Good hands by, and we're going to foul back the other direction. They just are quick with their hands.
Well, yeah, I was just about to say something about we did a great job breaking that press.
But I will ask Coach Dale, you don't put the ball in front of them, huh, Coach?
No, you do not. And as you pointed out, their hand positioning is is such that they really are playing for that.
Yeah. Valley Heights with the basketball here on the right-hand side. Gets Steinfort back to Turber. Turber back to Kat Turber. They go down low to Vermitten in the paint. Shot is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Shoup. Nice job by Maggie Shoup. And gets it back to Forte, back to Cleveland. Cleveland up. And it'll be off of Valley Heights. It'll be stay with Minneapolis.
Up the floor to the left sideline. It stays with Minneapolis.
Peyton Smith to inbounds.
In the third, 24-14
Back it goes in the hands of Cleveland. 1:13. Minneapolis looking to get a score here. Shoup is going to drive in, and that's going to be a foul on Abigail Steinfort. Just the 5th team foul, I believe.
In some contact there and drew a foul as Abigail Steinfort.
And Minneapolis will inbounds underneath their own basket. We could really use some points by Forte right here, or anybody, matter of fact, but it'd be nice to see Forte get on the boards. Nice inlet pass to Maddie Lang. Can't get it. Forte with the rebound, and she's going to get fouled, and she'll go to the line with the chance to get her first points of the night. Nice job by both Maddie Lang and Forte battling down low, and Forte gets the putback and gets fouled.
Yeah, unfortunately, they missed that first shot, man. That was a wide open look.
3 against Southeast of Saline. She has not scored yet.
Shot is up and good as Forte gets her first points of the night. As you said, averaging on close to a double-double, and she's probably got it on the rebounds, but just not on the points tonight. Second shot is up and in and out. Rebounded by Torber. A minute left. Kat Turber with the ball. Drives it all the way down. And it's stolen away by Minneapolis. Good job. They kick it up to Peyton Smith. Peyton. And they quickly get down on the defensive side. Back goes to Maddie Lang. Shot is up and good. Nice job, Maddie Lang, as Minneapolis gets a bucket down in that just off the block. 34 seconds. Maggie Turber back to Kat Turber. They working around. Steinfurt, Torber back to Torber. 23 seconds left. 24-17. Valley Heights with the lead. They working around. 15 seconds left. Good job by Cleveland on the defensive side. Shoot comes close to getting a steal, but they don't. And it is stolen away by Forte. Forte back it goes to shoot. They're going to call travel. Yep. It's a good call. I hate to say that. It hurts me to say that, but it's a good call by the official. Valley Heights will have 3.7 seconds left to get a shot off. And good inlet pass. Torber takes the three, and she hits it. Son of a gun. Wow. Just like that, we had within 7, and they're back up by 10. So Valley Heights with that shot wins the quarter. 27-17 is your score going into the fourth quarter. We'll be right back. You're listening to CityLeagueTV.com as well as Minneapolis High School Basketball. Take delayed on Eagle Communication Channel 20.
Not with that going on.
Because it's not going.
Well, that would be a reason. It was going.
Something's not right because it's not going again. We'll just bring it back here. We'll just keep it right here as now you probably got to pause it. We're having some technical difficulties here at Minneapolis High School.
The band was confusing.
You were just in awe thinking about your band days and thinking about that. Thinking about breaking out the old trombone. Ball goes into Forte. Forte to set it up back. He goes to shoot. Oh, good look down low. It'll be off of Valley Heights as they had a cutter. And Peyton Smith going down, but it tips out of bounds back to Minneapolis. 27-17 as we start the fourth quarter. Minneapolis gets it into Forte. Forte back to Kozar. Kozar back to Cleveland. Cleveland with the three. Nice job by Cameron Cleveland. I think that's her first three of the night. Second? Okay. Well, see how much I know. She hits a nice one to the top of the key. Back it goes in the hands of
the other one was a long time ago.
Thank you. Ball works it around as Emma Turber's back in for Valley Heights. And that's going to be another turnover as that has been their detriment.
I've got 8 on them so far this half.
By Valley Heights, and I beg your pardon, not Maggie Turber in the game, but Maddie Vermitten in the game.
As they will look, they get into Cleveland as they pick up a press again. Cleveland with the basketball. Picks up her dribble, gets it back to Shoot. Shoot has numbers, gets it back to Forte. Forte in the paint, up, no good, gets her own rebound. And she, does not get it, has contact, no call. Good defense by Jernberg. Turbert back, it goes into Steinfurt. Steinfurt on the outside, back to Vermitten. Vermitten at the top. So they work around, down low. Good hustle by Peyton Smith again. And that's going to be stolen away by Kozart. Kozart's got one-on-one. It's going to go all the way in, and that's going to contact. No, it's not going to count. Nice job by Kozart to take it right at her, and she will go to the line to shoot 2. Nice job by Kozart not to shy away from that. Knew she's going to have some contact and still went right at her. 27-17. Free throw is up and off the back of the rim. How many we missed tonight, Dale?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them we've missed.
7. 27-20. Second free throw is up and can't get either one of them. Back it goes into the hands of Valley Heights. Merck with the basketball. Gets it backward to Steinfurt and tipped out of bounds off of Smith. and it will stay with Valley Heights.
And we are now in the 1-1. So it would help if we could start to hit some of those.
Valley Heights works around. So they move the ball.
Yeah, we're getting to that point in the game where just, even one bucket here would just be huge to, keep the pressure on them.
Good help by Forte, gets a steal. Cozart's going to drive in, back to shoot, can't get it, and rebounded by Youngberg. And there's going to be a push. Nice job. Peyton Smith with some good defense there, but she's going to be whistled with the foul.
10 defensive boards for the Lady Mustangs this half, compared to 5 rebounds for the Lady Lions total in the half.
Torberg back he goes over to the outside to Merck. Merck back to Steinfurt, back to Merck. Merck on the left-hand side, crosses all the way over to Torberg. Back it goes as they work the ball around. Minneapolis doing a better job in the low block, and now we get a foul. But, Dale, I felt like the last 3 possessions down there in that low post, we battled well against them.
Yes, we have, and they seem to really be focused on going in there because there's been a couple times now that I thought the Cat Torberg might pull another 3 because she's been open.
They go into the block, then they go to the low block to a guard, and Torberg, and she drops it in. So they move the post out, and they drop it into a guard in the block, and they get that one to score. 29-20, Forte with the basketball. Back it goes to Shoop. Shoop will drive, kicks it in, off the mark, and rebounded by Torberg. A little bit of contact, no call, and they will turn the ball over. Back it'll go to Minneapolis. So checking back in for Valley Heights is Vermitten and Maggie Torber. And that will come back to Minneapolis. Shoot with the basketball. Gets it back to Cleveland. Cleveland picks up her dribble. Gets it back to Shoot. And they steal away as Torber drives all the way in after the steal and gets the bucket. And Emma Torber with the steal and the bucket, 31-20, as we take the timeout, full timeout it is. 5:02 left to go here in the.
She literally did a great job of picking the pocket there.
Yeah. We will take a break. Welcome back to Minneapolis High School as Minneapolis Lady Lions trail by a score of 31-20 as Valley Heights has increased their lead on a little bit of a run here, up by 11. Shoot with the basketball back to Cleveland as they pick up that press again, and they go back. And Cleveland, oh, wow. Hollering all over the place, wanting the forearm. And that's going to be a foul on Cleveland, I believe. Should be. So, yep. So Cleveland picks up her 3rd personal. And Valley Heights will inbounds underneath their own bucket. And there's going to be a timeout called, 30-second timeout called by Valley Heights. And, one thing, let's just keep it here for a second. One thing that Valley Heights has done here in that ball game, if you look back at the quarters, first, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they've kept a lot of pressure on our ball handlers. 2nd quarter, you talked about it, Dale. They dropped back into a zone, and we haven't got a lot better. But it seems like they are stronger when they're in their man, and we are weaker trying to get it across their press.
Yeah, even like I said, with just their man pressure here, they are really causing us a lot of problems. Like you said, we just seem to be so much more comfortable against the zone, but we are, to put it mildly, I think we are really struggling against their man.
Yeah. Torber with the basketball for Valley Heights. Shoup with the tight defense. Nice job by Shoup. And they keep it alive, though, Valley Heights does. Merck will drive in, and that's going to be stolen away by Forte, and then back away by Youngberg. Good hustle by both squads, and they turn it over back to Minneapolis. For some size, Youngberg has some good footwork for Valley Heights. Smith with the basketball. Crosses that timeline. They will work it. Gets it back to Cozart. Cozart. And back to Shoup. Shoup on the right-hand side. Back it goes to Smith. Smith. Back to Cozart. 4 minutes left to go. And there should be a foul right there. No call. And they're trying to get a foul on. And trying to get a fourth foul on Cleveland. They're flopping on the ground and everything else. And
Cleveland did another pretty good extension of that elbow.
Not like some of the others.
She's been tagged twice for it. She continues with it. She's been getting away with it recently.
Forte at the line. Shot is up and good. As Forte gets her second point of the night. No field goals for Forte, both from the free throw line.
They are heavy on her when she gets the ball in the paint. They want to deny her capabilities of putting the ball in there.
Shot is up and no. Oh, you're kidding. Late violation. Takes away the free throw. That was good. And once again, we leave points on the floor. Oh, whoa. Double dribble ball. And Vermitten crosses the timeline. Back it goes, or stays with Valley Heights. And that's going to be Cleveland's fourth foul. 3:36. We'll pick up her fourth personal foul. Checking in will be Kat Turber for Maggie Turber. And stolen away immediately by Lang, and then foul will be on Merck. Fouls Cozart, and Cozart will run to the other end. Nice job by Cozart, as she would get a 1-on-1. Ninth team foul, is that right? Yep, ninth team foul.
32 to go.
So Cozart at the line, shoot a 1-on-1. 31-21. Shot is up and good. That's the first one to fall. Cozart gets just her second point of the night. Shoup will check in for Maddie Lang. Maddie's given some good points, or good minutes defensively. Shot is up and gets them both. Nice job by Cozart. And Torber with the basketball, picked up by Peyton Smith. And Kat with some good ball handling abilities. And she works the ball around, gets in the hands of Emma Turber. Back it goes to Vermitten. Vermitten will drive. And good hustle there by Minneapolis in the tie-up. It will go to a tie-up. It'll stay with Valley Heights, but good hustle by the Lady Lions to get down on the floor for that one, Dale. 31-23, 3:03 left to go in the ball game. Vermitten to inbounds for Valley Heights. Gets it into Torber, Kat Torber. Picked up by Peyton Smith. Gets it over to the right-hand side to Vermitten. Vermitten, as they work the ball around. They look down low. Good pressure down there. Great job. Oh! Great job by Forte down there, but Youngberg gets the bucket. But good battle down there by the two posts.
Yeah, that was a case of good defense, but just a little bit better offense.
And they just get the 5th foul called on Cameron Cleveland.
Cleveland's trying to fight through that double team and applied a little too much first half.
Yeah, and I would agree, but there has been contact all stinking night. Couple legit, couple I question. Side the point, 33-23. Good ball movement down low, and bucket is up and good by Vermetten as she scores in the low block and is fouled by Shoup for the old-fashioned three-point opportunity. So 35-23, 2:24.
That's our 7th team foul.
Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Forte. Forte back to Cozart. Cozart going to have to maintain a lot of the ball handling ability now. Back her and Shoup back to Peyton Smith. Peyton will drive. And that's going to be come on. Pulled away and they will throw it out of bounds. Valley Heights pushing it still pretty hard here, 35-23. That must be just what they know, Dale. So,
I'm just amazed at the number of turnovers that they've had for what appears to be a pretty good ball handling team, but they have definitely helped us out in that category.
I've got it out for 14 this half.
Peyton Smith with the basketball, looks at the cutter, has it, Shoup down to, and she's going to foul, Vermetten is going to foul her as Cozart will go to the line to shoot 2. And 35-23, 141 left. Minneapolis trails by 12. Shot is up and good by Cozart. And she gets her 4th point of the night, all from the free throw line. Second shot is up and gets them both. Nice job by Elena Cozart with some nice free throws tonight. I'd say she's 5 for 8?
She's now 5 out of 8.
Yeah. Nice job. Back in the hands of Torber. 1:31 left to go. Torber drives. Oh, good hustle by Shoup. She's going to get the steal going back the other direction. Has numbers. She's going to get pressure on her. Off the glass and good. Nice job by Maggie Shoup to bring it to within 8. And they put the score on the wrong side. Back he goes. Shoup in the paint. Up and can't get it. Oh, gosh darn it. So back to within 8. 109. We had a chance to come to within 6. Good hustle there. Minneapolis does keep the ball underneath their own bucket. They get into Forte in the paint. Oh, you're kidding me.
They block a game possession and then travel.
Then travel with it, but still, it was. Had an opportunity in the paint. Minneapolis will inbounds. 105, 35-27 within 8. Cozart gets it into Forte. Forte back to Lang, back to Shoup. Shoup back to Lang for 3. Up and it's can't get it. And rebounded by Murph back to Torber. 55 seconds left. Peyton Smith gets back to her on defense. And they work the ball around. 8-point difference. Working around back to. And that's going to be a foul on Shoup as that's going to put Steinfort at the line for a one-on-one. Had a couple opportunities within 6 down there. Couldn't get it to fall.
For the first time, I should say, is Steinfort. Foul on Maggie Shoup, her 4th.
4th foul on Shoup.
So 1-1 here.
Oh, there's a lane violation.
It wasn't called. There.
And they called on White.
Well,
I agree with you. I don't know who went in first. They didn't. I thought that's a tough one.
I saw Lang go in.
I was going to say, I saw her. I'm not sure that the other gal did not also, but I'm not sure.
Yep. Forte with the rebound. Back it goes to Cozart. Cozart, 37 seconds back to Shoup. We got to move here. And we move a little too fast and turn the ball over. 35-27. 34 seconds left. Merck to inbounds for Valley Heights.
Matty Lang says, not my house. I don't care. I'll pick up the foul. I'm going to make you earn it free throw line. So Matty Lang just says, don't even think about it. As they go, she gets her first personal, but she wasn't going to let Turber get the easy layup.
Definitely got her money's worth.
Yeah, she did. So free throw is up and good by Emma Turber. As she gets her 10th point of the night.
So now 3 Mustangs in the double digits.
Second one is up and gets them both. Turber girls pretty solid basketball players. This whole team's pretty solid. Kozart drives in, so gets it back to Lang. Lang for 3, and it's off the mark. But Kozart with the rebound and tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Minneapolis with 19 seconds left.
So we're down out of bounds with 19 seconds to go. 37-27, the lead.
Peyton Smith inbounds.
Minneapolis brings the ball in.
And it will stay with Minneapolis as it's off of Valley Heights on the inbounds. 10-point deficit, 17 seconds left.
Will remain undefeated, but I'm sure a little bit of nervous moments.
Ball goes back to shoot, back to Kozart. Kozart, a deep 3. Can't get the fall and rebounded by Valley Heights. Turbo, 6 seconds left, and that will end it as Valley Heights Mustangs will come away with the victory here, 37-27 against Minneapolis. So take away the first quarter, guys. It was a pretty solid ball game. The first quarter was just too much to handle. We'll take a break, get some stats, and we'll be back with closing comments on this game. Valley Heights comes away with the victory, 37-27. Back to Minneapolis High School as Minneapolis Lady Lions come away short tonight against the Valley Heights Lady Mustangs, 37-27 here at home as the Minneapolis Lions fall short. Valley Heights continues undefeated at the 37-27 victory. Run through scoring by quarters and then we'll get through some stats. At the end of the first quarter, Valley Heights was lower in control as they had a 14-0 lead. Minneapolis could not get a score in the first quarter. Then the second quarter, when Valley Heights kind of dropped back into the zone,
We came back and outscored them 12-6 to make the score 20-12 at half. At the end of the third quarter, Valley Heights had increased their lead, outscoring us 10-5, making the score 27-17, and then we evened up the scoring in the fourth quarter. Both scoring 10 apiece. The final score was 37-27. We had a couple opportunities in there, guys, to get within 6, and we just couldn't make it happen. About the minute 30 mark, and we were putting some pressure on, but just couldn't get it to finish. So that's your final, 37-27. We'll get some stats here from Dale with a very loud Jim here tonight.
Yes, scoring-wise, the Lady Lions were led tonight by Peyton Smith with 8 points. She had 7 of those in the first half. Cameron Cleveland with 6. Elena Kozart with 5. All of those coming from the free throw line. And Maddie Lang with 4. For Valley Heights, they had 3 girls in double figures, led by Emma Torber with 11. Maddie Vermitten and Kat Torber both also had 10 points for the game, and Youngeberg finished the game with 4. Free throw shooting wise, the Lady Lions finished tonight at 9 out of 18, 8 out of 14 in the second half. Valley Heights was 4 out of 7 for the contest from the charity start. So a huge advantage for us actually at the free throw line. A lot of compliments of Elena Kozart, who made 5 out of 8, had 4 of those in a row right there at the end when we really needed points bad.
They really did. Thank goodness for what she delivered there. I had them out rebounding us horribly in the second half. 16-8, and 13 of those were defensive rebounds. They really kept us off the board when we were in this
Yes, they did.
So overall, they out-rebounded us for the game, 29-21. Turnovers, and of course, they both had a lot of turnovers, but Valley Heights had a lot more than I thought they would. And we had 12 in the first half. They had 17 in the second half, or 12. So, they had 29 turnovers by 24 on my anniversary stat.
Well, I haven't, I had us at 25 and them at 26 is the count I had, so
We're still been a little better.
again we're awfully close together there. So yeah, an awful lot of turnovers in the game. To me, a lot of those were actually unforced turnovers. Trying to make passes that probably just didn't need to be made and everything. But like I said, I think during the game, I felt like, for as talented as they appeared to be, I'm sure their coach is probably really disappointed with the number of turnovers that they had.
I would think so, yeah. All right, time for play of the game and player of the game. The play of the game sponsored tonight by the Wilson Family Senior Home. I'm going to go with Maggie Shoup with a little over a minute to go here in the contest. Made a nice steal and got the ball up into the basket to keep the Lions in the hunt there as the game was coming down in the waning moments. So, play of the game sponsored by the Wilson Family Senior Home, Maggie Shoup. And the player of the game, sponsored by the Messenger Clothing Company, is going to go with Peyton Smith. 8 points leading scorer for the Lions, but I tell you what, she exhibited a lot of drive throughout the game. Some real leadership and trying to get the ball to the hole, and helping on defense pretty good. And I was very, very much impressed with her play overall for the game.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that, Dale. She was very solid, throughout. Probably could have got a little more offense out of her in the second half, but she had several of those 8 in the first half, but her overall game was really very solid.
All right, well, that's going to bring this game to a close. We'll sign off and get switched over to the other game. We've got 8 minutes left before the tip. We'll be back.